You know, every single day, your company's vehicles are out there on the road. But let me ask you this. Are they just getting you from point A to point B? Or are they actually out there working for you, building your brand and bringing in new business? Well, today, we're going to pull back the curtain and break down that whole journey, how a simple work vehicle gets transformed into a powerful, rolling advertisement. Let's dive in.
So how does that even happen? How does a blank canvas on wheels become your most effective marketing tool? You know, it's not some kind of magic. It's a very deliberate, step-by-step process that's designed to protect your brand, protect your vehicle, and most importantly, protect your investment.
Everything, and I mean everything, starts with a simple conversation. Before we even think about colors or vinyl, we really need to understand your business, your goals, and what success truly looks like for you.
We boil the beginning down into two very clear actions. First up is the consultation. This is where we just listen. We learn about your business, your fleet, and we figure out if a wrap is even the right tool for you at this moment. Then we move to the agreement. You get a completely transparent proposal that spells out every single detail: the scope, the materials, the timeline, the cost. No surprises, period. And that quote right there, it really hits on a core belief we have. A project this important shouldn't have any mystery to it. By defining every single step right up front, we get rid of any surprises, we cut down on your downtime, and we make sure that the final product is exactly what you had in mind.
Okay, so once that foundation is set and everyone's on the same page, we move to the really fun part, the creative. This is where we turn your brand into a design that actually works on a three-dimensional moving object. And trust me, that's a little trickier than it sounds. A great vehicle wrap design isn't just about looking cool. It's got to be effective. Think about it. Can someone read your phone number from 50 feet away in traffic? Is the most important info, like who you are and what you do, crystal clear in just a few seconds? And hey, if you've got a whole fleet with different kinds of vehicles, does your brand still look consistent on a car, a van, and a truck? These are the priorities we're focused on.
And this right here, this visualizes the end goal perfectly. A vehicle wrap isn't just a pretty graphic. It's a genuine asset. A well-designed wrap literally transforms a vehicle from being a cost center into a lead-generating machine that's working for you every single mile it's on the road.
And throughout this whole design process, you are in complete control. You're going to get full-color digital proofs that show you every angle of the vehicle. You can share it with your team, ask for changes, and we'll tweak it until it's absolutely perfect. We do not print a single inch of vinyl without your final written sign-off.
So once you give us that green light, we move into production. And this is where the quality of the materials and the technology we use makes all the difference. I mean, it's the difference between a wrap that lasts for 2 years versus one that lasts for 7. All right, let's talk materials for a second, because not all vinyl is created equal, not by a long shot. Those cheap quotes you might see floating around, they're often using something called calendared vinyl. It's okay for flat, short-term signs, but on a vehicle, it can shrink, crack, and start peeling. We only use premium cast vinyl. It's literally engineered to conform to all those complex curves on a vehicle, and it's built to last, with a serious warranty to back it up.
Okay, now we've arrived at what might be the most critical, hands-on stage of the entire process. You can have a brilliant design and the best materials in the world, but they're basically worthless if the installation is done poorly.
So what does professional installation actually mean? It means your vehicle is being worked on by a 3M or PDAA certified installer. And look, this isn't just a fancy title. It means a technician has been rigorously trained and tested to apply these materials exactly how the manufacturer specifies. And this is exactly why that certification matters so much. A non-certified installation, that's where you hear the horror stories. Edges that start lifting after the first car wash, panels that don't line up, and the worst one of all, damaged paint when it's time to take the wrap off. Investing in a certified installation is really an investment in your peace of mind.
Of course, the big question for any business is always downtime. We get it. Every single hour a vehicle is off the road, it's costing you money. That's why we're so careful about scheduling installations to fit your workflow. For most standard vehicles, they're only in our shop for about 1 to 3 days.
So, once the wrap is on and looking incredible, our job still isn't quite done. The focus now shifts from the process itself to the long-term value you're going to get from your brand new mobile billboard.
And the value is just staggering. When you really break it down, a vehicle wrap is one of the most cost-effective forms of advertising out there. It delivers thousands of impressions every single day for a cost per thousand that can be less than a nickel. It's not an expense, it's an incredibly high ROI asset.
The final step is what we call the handoff. We'll do a final quality inspection with you, walk you through all the details, and give you really clear guidelines on how to care for your wrap so it lasts as long as possible. You drive away with a vehicle that's ready to work, and you've got a direct point of contact for any questions you might have down the road.
So, we'll end with this thought. When you look at your company's vehicles, what do you see? Do you just see a monthly payment and an insurance bill? Or do you see an untapped, powerful asset, ready to tell your story to thousands of potential customers every single day? The choice really is yours.